Hey, Mama. I was just about to start throwing some flames on your cars, and I thought I'd make a quick recording of how I'm going to do that. Um, First, I'm going to grab your car image, throw it into Photoshop. Then I was going to grab some flames that I downloaded from DeviantArt.com, just searching kind of down in here where we want them, or maybe like so. Ooh, there we go. Maybe more like this. Now we're talking, huh? That's what I'm talking about right there. Um, this will give us something to work on. I'll hit return on my keyboard to set the transformation, and we can zoom in on this guy. Bring down my layer opacity here so we can kind of see the car underneath and decide how we want these flames to look. Again, Command T on my keyboard. I'm going to shrink those guys up a little more. That's kind of what I'm liking. While I'm in Command T, I go to my Edit menu and then down to Transform and select Warp. This will give me a grid over the, while we're working, you see on layer 1 with our flames here in the grid. It's going to give us some warpy handles out here we can move. We can just grab this stuff and kind of get it right into place where we kind of want it. Don't worry about being too exact right now. Just kind of get the flow kind of like we want it. All right, I'll hit return again on the keyboard to set the transformation. Get my opacity back up so you can kind of see what we got going there. And then I'll double click on the layer, and it brings up my layer blending modes where you usually use your drop shadow and special effects. But also here the blend if box is pretty cool. What we're going to do to get rid of the black here is drag the slider here over. Look at that. Hey, now we're getting pretty good stuff. But it's kind of chunky along the edges. We're going to hold down the Option key, and we'll split that slider so you can kind of get a little more fade going in between the edge of the flame and the car. Kind of a large picture, so we're going to have a little bit of chunky no matter what, but it's starting to look pretty good there. Maybe a little bit back this way. Cool. Okay. Now, all we got to do is mask out the things in the car that shouldn't be painted. Basically, the wheel wells, that sort of thing. We're going to do that kind of just a rough technique here. We're going to go ahead and click on the layer mask icon at the bottom. Gives us a mask here, which we're going to paint on with our paintbrush. Hit B on the keyboard, and then bracket keys to make our brush a little bigger. And I want a pretty hard edge brush for this because we're going to be going, it's metal and it's got a pretty good edge. We're just going to paint out where we don't want it on the wheels here. That's looking like the kind of effect we want. Now I might, in fact, should bring down the opacity a little bit so I can kind of see where I'm going. Let's have a look. Command 0, got to get the front of the car right there. Again, there's some grill work. We want to get in there. Bracket key down. Alrighty. Bracket keys back up. Get this done quickly. And probably around the door handle. Wouldn't be painted. Nicely done. And again, back up to have a quick look. Wheel wells, the grill work, looking all pretty awesome. So we can almost stop there, actually. I'm going to put our opacity back up. And we're just going to do a little blending mode here, and we can hopefully bring out the seams in the doors. There's multiply, linear dodge. Overlay is almost always good, and it's pretty good there. In fact, anyway, I could play with these blend modes all night on the side here. So that's it. Quick and easy. Putting flames on the car, little masking, little color overlay, and some blend modes.